How's everybody doing today? Iowa's got some great stuff popping off right now. I know, popping off, old, date myself, but we just had Knoxville Nationals in Knoxville, Iowa, which happened to be a camper rental for me, which, like everybody knows, I'm new to camper rentals. Kinda, I wouldn't say scary, but it was kinda scary thinking I gotta drag a camper through the chaos and try to find the campground and get it parked. But hey, it worked out. Just to show you what I'm talking about, this is what I had to back into. The chaos. Tight quarters, not enough room for awnings, right? And this little spot right here is where I'm destined to put that camper. We got it done thanks to the help of the guy on the four-wheeler that takes you to your spot. He was great in getting my butt in there. Had no problems whatsoever. Now, this little stretch right here, where you see a few cars right in here, there is literally 3 inches of clearance because they're parked on both sides. So you got to watch your mirrors and not hit the crowd that's running around out there. It was crazy. I will gladly drag a camper there every year, though. The people were great. Loved the rental on that. But again, imagine this just packed full of people running around everywhere because it's right before season starts. Everybody else is trying to get their campers in. And I think I was probably the last one. Over here was where the address on the old Google Maps took me originally, to an old hotel. That wasn't where I was supposed to be. So thank God this little outlet let me out and get me back over to where I was supposed to be, with the hidden office halfway up here. That little sideways camper. But we finally found it, got over here, and got wedged in with all the other people. It was so close, you can't even open the awning on the campers. All right? But they had electrical, they had sewer hookups right there. Great place. And it's right down the street from Knoxville Nationals, which, huge for the city of Knoxville and the state of Iowa, and people come from all over for that. We got a little picture of the track over here. That's what you're looking at the old Knoxville Nationals, running around over there. People were everywhere. People just lined through the streets. Imagine trying to pull a camper through a crowd like that, walking through the streets just to get to the campground that I showed you, that you can barely get by and get down into your spot, which was nicely reserved. Love that part of it. So, Knoxville Nationals also has a great bar scene down there whenever you're partying there. I believe it's Dingus that's right across the street. And if you can't tell the amount of people that were there, look at that picture just packed in. And if you look all the way back out the door, they are lined to the streets. Now, I am not a huge fan of the dirt track racing. I never have been. There's a reason for it. And now I do not think it's bad if that's what you enjoy. If that's what you want to do, go do it. My story, I think we had it on the podcast earlier, is a bit different, right? I grew up in Iowa, imagine that. But we always did the circle track and demo derbies. That's what we always went to as a family. Well, when I think I was 8 or 9, right? And my cousin decided he was going to take me to the dirt track. We were going to go watch demo derby. Well, it is Iowa in the late 80s, early 90s, or late 1900s for you youngins out there. We hate when you say that, by the way. We're not that old. Just saying. But we go out there, we're watching the races, and my cousin, who's old enough to drink, sends me, the 8 or 9-year-old, to the concession stands to grab him a couple beers. Not a big deal. We do it all the time back in those days. It's like taking a note from your parents to go get cigarettes. Nobody cared. As long as you weren't drinking it, nobody gave a shit what you were doing, right? So I get there, I get the beers, and I turn around. And to me, this guy was an ogre, right? He was probably 6'4", about 350, 400 pounds, wearing nothing but bib overalls. That's all he had on, bib overalls and a grass hat. like a grass cowboy hat. And I was looking at him kind of funny because right in here, I saw bright orange, right? And his hand was bright orange. And I'm like, what? And had a little stick sticking out of his other top pocket, right? And I didn't think anything of it until I watched him. They got those big open pockets right on top, right? He reaches his orange, filthy hand down into that pocket and pulls out a thing of nachos, like the chips, in his hand. Dips it into that top pocket, which he has filled with nacho cheese, and just smears it into his face to get it in there. His beard's all covered in orange cheese, right? And I'm just like petrified. How can it get any worse? And then he reaches in and pulls out the stick. And it was a pancake and sausage on a stick, but his top pocket there was pancake syrup, right? And he just pops that in his mouth, sucks it off of there, reaches into his side pocket and pulls out another one and sticks it back into the syrup that he had in there. I went back to my cousin and handed him the beers. I'm like, if these are race fans, I will never be one. I was traumatized at the age of 8 or 9, and I can't get into the dirt tracks. I just can't do it. I mean, figure eights are all right, but it's just the dirt track and racing was not the path I took after that. But for everybody that loves it, by all means, keep it up. Support the local venues. Get out there and watch that shit. I mean, a lot of people enjoy it. I just can't be that guy. Not after that. But demo derbies. Demo derbies are a little bit different because they just go out there and break shit. The bus races, always interesting to watch. Figure eights, a little bit of crashing. I always go for the party side of it, not for the watching the races, though. That's just me. Another thing that we got going over here in Iowa right now is the Iowa State Fair. Absolutely lovely time for most people. I will say that. I have a lot of fair stories we'll be getting to. But J-Mac has been documenting the early mornings, and he's rather poetic about it. So I'm just going to pull one up really quick so you can see kind of what I'm talking about here. Day one of the Iowa State Fair. Mother Nature didn't just rain on the parade. She turned up the entire east side into a full-blown water park. The sky opened up like someone slapped the bottom of a bucket, dumping a torrential biblical downpour right on top of opening morning. I'm sitting in my truck watching people scramble. It is absolute, pure, unadulterated, unadulterated comedy. You've got the early bird fairgoers who spent 3 weeks planning their pristine, crisp denim outfits, now wading through 4 inches of standing water looking like drowned rats who lost a fight with a pressure washer. Ponchos blowing inside out, cowboy boots acting as individual buckets holding 2 gallons of rainwater each. And the deep fried food stands? Man, the battered trailers are operating in survival mode. They're out here trying to deep fry Snickers and pork chops on a stick, but the sky is pouring so hard it's practically putting out the fryer grease. People are standing under plastic tarps, huddled together like penguins in an Antarctic blizzard, desperately trying to protect $12 funnel cake from turning into soggy dough soup. Over in the neighborhood yards, the $20 parking bosses are standing out in yellow trash bag ponchos, waving neon flashlights through the torrential curtain, still trying to guide minivans into what is now soup of pure mud. Yeah, pull right up in the grass, buddy. $25 today includes free tow-out service. Iowa weather is completely unhinged. We went from sweating through your shirt at sunrise straight to break out the arc in under 5 minutes. But you know what? It's opening day. Rain, shine, or flash flood. Nothing stops an Iowan from getting their hands on deep-fried butter. Grab your oars, tie your boots tight, paddle down to Grand Avenue. The circus has officially arrived. Wipers on high, deep fry in the raindrops. Yeah, Buy a plastic poncho before the markup hits $40. Sleep fast. Now that's what I call a poetic entry into fair season. Now the fair campgrounds, I have not ever had the pleasure of pulling a camper into. Now I have heard horror stories about trying to fit something in there. You about need one of those little remote controlled robots and unhook your truck to get enough room to back those campers in there. They pack them in so tight. But I have partied in the campgrounds. Absolutely wonderful. 10 out of 10 recommend. You just bounce from camper to camper, and it is awesome. They got little golf carts running around, little scooters you can drive out there, anything you can pretty much get away with in the streets of Iowa, you can drive in the campground. Once you get, out of the campground, if that's the way you choose to go, this is what you have to look forward to. The old Iowa State Fair crowd. Don't worry, I'll blow it up so you can see what I'm talking about, but it is wall to wall madness up and down the streets. I mean, just take a look at what you'll be trudging through trying to get to that pork chop on a stick. I mean, or the fried butter. Or they have a new thing out there I've been tasting Ashley with. You know, the donut brisket mac and cheese. Now, I don't have a picture of that. I looked and looked, but I couldn't find it other than on TikTok. So, by all means, pull up Iowa State Fair Food on TikTok. TJ Jeezy Mux has all the pictures in the rundown of the fair food. Also, that is TJEEZYMUKS on TikTok, has great fair food coverage. And so does Tony Koo. That is Tony, TONYCU. Tony Koo does all of Iowa, basically, and so does Tajeezy. They both cover Iowa food, and they have great fair food TikToks out there for you to check out. But I don't know where it went to, where my share screen went. There it is. These are the crowds you have to fight through to get a shot at getting to the food and the funnel cakes and everything else. So, by all means, get out there, get in the crowds, get some food, hit the beer tents, maybe a little bit of Midway. Although if you read through J Mac's breakdown of the fair, he does have some nice tart things to talk about at the fair. We might get that on the next episode for you. Should be a good time. Listen to him break down everything that he's seen since we work on the east side for our day jobs. Of the people running around, the parking is crazy if you're trying to go to the fair. It is. It's just downright ridiculous trying to drive through there during fair time. East side is locked down with traffic. It took me 15 minutes to get across an intersection today. 15 minutes. Normally takes me 2. Usually got to wait for one light to change, but not now. People whipping shitties around the medians, people pulling out. I had a bus cut me off today. Had one pull out and block the road for 10 minutes yesterday. Definitely not a fan of fair traffic, but I do really, it's the best fair around. Iowa State Fair is the biggest and best fair out there. Per capita, it's something you got to see in your life. You should put it on your bucket list. But I still want to go to the Texas State Fair. Haven't been there yet. It looks like a great time, but it's more spread out. Iowa State Fair is more packed than pretty much anywhere you're going to go. Better food. Everything's on a stick. We put Snickers, pork chops, Twinkies, a whole stick of butter. Believe it or not, we do. We deep fry the butter. We don't just make the butter cow. We deep fry the butter as well. You got it. I will need it. I wouldn't need it. I don't need that kind of heart attack. I'm already a big boy. I don't need to tempt fate. But Oreos on a stick, I'll hit those. I'll eat those. The butter, leaving the butter and the butter cow to you guys. I think a couple years ago they did a butter Caitlin Clark. I did see that. It was a good time. I don't have pictures of anything. I don't take pictures of the state fair while I'm out there. I pretty much just find them online and show them to you guys. Which, always a great time. One of the main reasons to go to the Iowa State Fair, other than the food, because the food is great. I'll definitely get that corn. Get the sweet corn that's all just like rolled in one of those like circle tubs of butter they got running around. That's kind of like a cotton candy thing, but it swirls it with butter. Fabulous. Iowa sweet corn is the best. I will say, out of everything, Iowa sweet corn's the best. I don't care what anybody else says. Iowa sweet corn will always kick its ass. So, another thing to go to the Iowa State Fair is we have some pretty good concerts at the Grandstand. The Iowa Grandstand had AJR, Riley Green, Alabama, Big X the Plug. We had figure eight races running around the Grandstand as well. Goes back to that whole dirt track racing stuff. Here is the Grandstand concert series, right? On Thursday the 13th, rocked it out with Hardy, followed up by Rod Stewart, the Red Clay Strays, Lainey Wilson, Stained, TLC, and Salt and Peppa. Gotta throw back to the 90s on that. That would have loved to see it. AJR. AJR is great. Love every song that they've had. Have no idea who Riley Green is. I'm sure you guys do. I had no clue. But pretty big name. I've heard of them. Don't know who they are. Never heard a song from them. Alabama. Big X the Plug and Josiah Queen, right? Like I said, you got the butter cow. Everybody loves a butter cow. But for the Grandstand, good musical lineup. Another thing the Iowa State Fair does is they have rolling bands. They got a small stage. They got little pop-up stages. You can walk around that thing pretty much anywhere and find something good to listen to. You don't just have to get the Grandstand tickets. But been to the Grandstand. I love Nickelback. Don't care what anybody says. Nickelback is an outstanding band. Went and saw them. I think that's the last concert I went to there. But at the Grandstand, I remember being a young kid right before I went off to college, 18 years old. I had a date to the Wallflowers, right? And the Grandstand is right next to Midway. You can't plan this stuff out, right? This isn't something I could put together at my young 18-year-old dating life to pull off. I just couldn't do it. I mean, I wasn't that smart. I was had no luck with the ladies back in the day. But I had some luck this night. So we left the Wallflowers concert, right? A little one headlight. But we left Wallflowers, went to Midway, and got onto the big Ferris wheel thing that they had in Midway, right? Well, as we're on the ride, Wallflowers come out for an encore, and we just happened to get stopped dead center on the top of the Ferris wheel so you could actually see into the Grandstand. So we got to watch the encore, and right after the encore, a fireworks show, right? Perfect fireworks show, perfect ending to a good concert at the State Fair. Now, maybe I went off to college, maybe things didn't work out, but I will always have that memory. It was a great time. The best state fair that I went to, because after that, everything was downhill. You can't get that lucky at a state fair any other time, right? Now, I did go on the bungee swing later in life with my dad, and literally we had so much weight on it, it went straight down. Had that VHS tape. Yes, I dated myself again. Had that VHS tape for years and just kept showing dad's face as he dropped. He thought that was the end, right before you swoop down and fly out, right? It's a great time. The Iowa State Fair is something that you need to go to at least once in your life, right? But there is something about the Iowa State Fair I may not ever understand, and this year topped it. They always have that one food that is just ridiculously expensive, like $100 for a plate of food. And this year topped it all. Like they had lobster sandwiches and stuff like that you literally pay $100 for. This year is ridiculous. They have $99 chicken nuggets with caviar, right? Seriously, McDonald's style chicken nuggets You dip in the white creamy sauce and you open a tin of caviar and scoop it on top, right? Why? Why in the hell are you paying $100 for chicken nuggets? You want to pay me $100? I'll go buy some caviar and some chicken nuggets. Cost me about $50, and I'm making $50 every time I sell one of those. Literally. It's ridiculous. Stop it. Just because it's priced at $100 and it's a specialty at the fair, you don't have to get it. You're wasting yourself 10 beers. At least. Well, probably 8 now. But back in the day, it would have been 10 beers to eat a chicken nugget. I don't get it. Don't get it at all. $99 for chicken nuggets just because you put caviar on and they're at the state fair. The prices at the fair are ridiculous, but that takes the cake. I'm not eating $99 chicken nuggets. I don't care what you put on them. Unless you put a bar of gold on that, I ain't eating them. Not doing it. So what I do like about the state fair is, honestly, it's about the livestock and the farming, and that's, you get to walk through the tractors and all that stuff. But you get to go and you actually get to walk through the like stables. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that's what they call it. But this is the main reason for the kids, for the schools and the 4-H projects and the future farmers of America. I mean, this is what it's about. This is the reason I want to take campers there. Why I want people to go to there is it gives the kids this, all the agriculture and all that. It gets seen, right? And that's a big part of the fair. So by going to the fair, you're supporting the kids. Ultimately, you're supporting all of that. Even in a roundabout way, if you're just there for the drinking and the partying, you're still supporting the cattle shows. You're still supporting the sheep, and you're getting the kids out there, right? The food's fun, but ultimately, you're showcasing the animals, which by all means, definitely got to do. Get out there, support the kids, get to the fair. If you're not from Iowa, get to Iowa and get your ass to the fair. At least once in your life. It's worth it. Crowds are going to be there. It's always hot as hell in August, but it's for a good cause. And I know one of the other things that they do out at the fair is they always have the events. Like you can go to music trivia. One of my friends runs the music trivia and the regular trivia. You can go sit at the bar tent, hang out with people, meet all kinds of people, or do what we always do: sit around and make fun of the people for what they're wearing at the fair. Because Jesus, some of the shit that I saw this year, ridiculous. This one lady had a lamp on her head. It was like a lampshade with little danglies, and then wearing sparkled out dress, just wandering around looking like a light. I don't know if she was supposed to be a one night stand or what, but it was ridiculous. Fair pics are everywhere right now. It's getting out of control. Oh, and quit wearing the shorty shorts. If you shouldn't be in shorty shorts, don't wear shorty shorts. You're just going to get your picture taken, posted all over the internet, right? People are going to point and laugh. Get out the shorty shorts. Put on clothes that fit. Actually, I don't give a shit what you wear. Have a good time. If that's how you want to dress, go dress like that. Just know you're going to end up on somebody's TikTok. You're going to end up on Instagram. You're going to be all over the Facebook. You're going to be out there. And people are going to be mean. Some people are nice. I like the nice people on the internet. But the mean people can get really fucking mean. Ha! But it's worth it. Keep wearing whatever you want. Nobody cares. Wear it, get your picture taken, have fun with it. Get out there, support the kids, right? That's what it's ultimately all about at the state fair. It's getting out there, having fun, enjoying yourself, eating the food. If you're interested in going out to the Iowa State Fair next year, you want to go to Knoxville Nationals, by all means, hit us up. We are more than welcome. And if you don't have a truck, no problem. Frosty Dingo RV rental right here. The little QR code down there in the corner for you. We will stick that in the episode later towards the end so you guys can check it out. So what do you think of our new shirt, though? This is a design I came up with not too long ago. I like it. I think it's one of my favorite ones. You probably need to work on the snowman a little bit, but I like it. It looks pretty good. So, like I said, no truck, no problem. Frosty Dinghy Rental right there for you. Check us out. Hit us up if you want to go to the state fair, you want to go to Knoxville Nationals, or if you're just looking for a quick getaway. We got plenty of lakes and recreation places around us. When you pull up that RV easy, I'm not kidding. I told you, brand new camper. Brand new. 2026. Just got it. Still had the stickers on it when this was taken, but it is fancy and it is brand new camper. So you'll be riding in style. I mean, when I say brand new, this is what I'm talking about. No scratches, no dents, no marks. The biggest camper you can get without a slide out. I do believe that's what they sold me on anyway. But it's nice, it's new. We drop it off, we hook it all up. We lay out some stuff. If you want coolers, chairs, whatever, make sure you hit us up for that. We do have some nice places other than the fair, and we're still renting this year. So by all means, check out this one pretty close to us right here. Mariposa, just a little drop up right here. That's kind of what the lake looks like, right? You can get a good overview of it. It's a smaller lake, but the drop off rate's pretty low. I mean, I've been there. It's nice. They just redid it, just put in a playground, all that fun stuff. And they do have great campsites, right? Bison Ridge. I just pulled up the first campsite on there so you can kind of see what it's laid out. It's on a hill. It overlooks the lake. It's only $25 a night. And it comes with shower facilities, which you can see right there. Shower facilities, electric, pressurized water, fire rings, restrooms, picnic tables, dump station. You ain't got to worry about that because we do all that for you. We hook up the electrical, we hook up the water. Everything's just set. You show up, you camp, you go down to the lake, do a little fishing. Works out for everybody. That's one of the places around us. We got another one that's Red Rock is a great place right down the road from us as well. They got electrical. Every now and then I got to tote in water for you because they don't have the pressurized hookups. But the tank holds a hell of a lot of water. Red Rock is also a great place to look at if you're looking at camping. And then my favorite place, and I'm going to keep putting it out there because I love it, even though they're going to drain it and dredge it here shortly. I love Montezuma, right? Love it. Love this lake. This is a smaller highway, 2-lane highway that runs by it, but this is pretty much what the overlook of the lake looks like. No gas motors. Walking trail goes all the way around it, runs all the way to town. They got another little pond up here, electrical camping all down this side. It's come a long ways. I really do love Diamond Lake. So got just a few pictures of Diamond. I know I push this lake hard, but I love it. It's my favorite. It's one of the shelter houses they got up there. It's one up in the woods. That's the other shelter house that's right on the back side. It's the one that we just used for our family get together. That's the backside one. My bad. This one is the first one, the new one they redid. And right over here on this side is all your electrical camping that starts down in here. And on this side, they got a little hollow that used to be not the only electrical on it, but now it runs down the entire side of the lake. This is the backwood shelter house that gives you the overview of the lake right there. Real nice up in there. A lot of bugs. Bring your bug spray. So if you're looking for a camping outing anywhere around, make sure you hit us up. Anywhere in Iowa. Well, not anywhere. 100 miles from where I'm at, we'll deliver you a camper. If you talk really nice, I'll probably go a little farther than that. But delivery time will get a little later. So I know it's starting to sound a little bit like an infomercial here at the end, but we do want to get you out camping in Iowa. Like I said, no truck, no problem. Frosty Dinghy Rental right there. Here's the big QR code in case you need that. And that QR code will take you right to where you can find us, right? Frosty Dinghy's 2026 JCO. But I really need your opinion on some stuff because you've already seen this shirt. Let me know what you think about that. But some of the other shirts that we're going to be offering is got the women's tank top, little front view of it, the back view, pretty simple QR codes for the podcast right there. the original shirt. Sorry, it looks frumpy, hanging on a hanger. But that's our original podcast shirt. Definitely let me know what you think of that design. I do love the little snowman guy. That is our branding. But need to change something up on the shirt, let us know on that as well. We do have a new kind of spinoff coming of the Frosty Dingy podcast. Can't really spin off, it's more of a spin on. We're both going to be present, but Ashley, I know you love her. Love to see her on here. She's going to be doing local food reviews. If we go on vacation, she'll be doing food reviews there. She'll be walking through hotels. She'll be doing vacation side of it. She'll be doing campgrounds and showing you all that stuff. So we have started a kind of a mini series for her here at the old Frosty Dingy. It's going to be a Stay Frosty with Ashley. Cover all the boating, all the firsthand experiences you might not have time to do if you need to know about some of the local food choices around, or where's a good place to stay, or this is something great to do in that town. She will be covering that. We already popped out like her first part of it. I mean, she did say one of the funniest things on the podcast. So you know what? We had to make that into a shirt design as well. So here it is. Tell me what you think about that one as well. If you're man enough to be in a unicorn floaty, you're man enough to wrangle a shark. And that's all I got for you on this episode. Thanks for hanging out. Don't forget, if you need a camper in Iowa, hit me up. Send us ideas of things that you might want to know about Iowa or Texas or Galveston. Anywhere I've been, we will definitely get that on here for you. Stay frosty. It's called Frosty Dingy, and I'm the Dolphin, and you're the Flower.
Well, I guess. I think it should be Dr. Parker, but